All right, look, we got to talk. But before we talk, I wanted to show you guys this super dope poster. Wait, hold on. This super dope poster. My homie Luis, he made it. Autofocus is being stupid. My homie Luis made this. It's amazing. Once again, get the glare out of there. And you guys can have one of these too. There's only 50 of them, and I got the second one. So go down to the links below and you'll see his shop. Support him. He's a super dope guy. And you're gonna see him on a podcast soon. He doesn't know that, but you guys know that. But anyway, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. Also, if my audio sounds different, I'm using my lav mic. I've had this for like a year now, haven't used it yet. So here we are, using it. Trying to be more conscious with what I have. Use all my resources, you know what I mean? But today's talk, like I said, it's some big news, and I'm gonna need you guys to sit down because this is gonna be a shock to some of you. Maybe not, but I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I'm not moving back to Arizona. So first and foremost, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys are wondering why does that even matter, ever since I was 18, I was living in Arizona. Like, I graduated that winter, dipped out to AZ, and absolutely fell in love with the state. Built a decent life, had made amazing friends, had wonderful next level experiences out there, and I started having doubts. But in my head, to me, Arizona was always the it. Like, I got stuck in this purpose trap, and in my head, I had this idea that the only way I could be happy, the only way I could be successful is if I'm in AZ, doing video work, that's it. And I would come home, and I remember, you know, people were like, oh, are you gonna stay? I'm like, F no, not exactly like that, but basically like that, and sometimes exactly like that, depending on who I was talking to. But I was like, heck no, like, no, I need to get back out to AZ. And this idea and this me constantly chasing, getting back out there, getting away, it made me lose sight of so many things that were right in front of me. And that was a really big reason why. Big reason number one is after this year, you guys know earlier this year my dad passed away, last year Raven passed away. I started realizing that there's so many things here in Michigan, where I grew up, where all my friends and people and family are from, that me going back out there, there's so many things that are important to me that I value so deeply that I would be missing out on. It would be crushing me to miss out on these things. Like, there are situations where I want to be a part of, like, you know, my niece is growing up, or my dog's passing, or just being there for my family during hard times and happy times. And so that was one big thing when after I came back from AZ, and I was thinking, damn, is it really time for me to go back? No. I have so many opportunities and so many resources here right in front of me that I haven't even taken advantage of yet because I was just so damn focused on leaving and chasing this idea of what would make me happy and how I can be successful. It's not to say that I would never move out of state again. I most definitely will. Like, I love Michigan. I've grown to love it, and I've done so much traveling over the summer to come to appreciate how amazing of a state it is, and to meet new people and have them make huge impacts on my life, in the right now, looking at the things that I need. What is it that I need for me to grow, and what can help me facilitate that growth? If I were to go back to Arizona right now, as I am, as Arizona is, I would literally, number one, have a very, very hard time by myself taking care of my dogs, paying for rent, And I would just end up doing things that would make me unhappy. I'd be stuck having to work a job that I probably hate, stuck working maybe 2 jobs just to afford to pay rent for a very small space. So you have to, when it comes to these things as we grow up, you have to be realistic. Is this feasible? Or what do I have to sacrifice in order to make this move? Because we all have moves that we want to make, but everything costs. I'm gonna say it again. Everything costs. It's gonna cost you something. Example, like I said, if I move back to AZ right now, sacrificing my time, sacrificing convenience of friends and family, sacrificing, hell, maybe sacrificing my dogs, because it would get to a point where I wouldn't be able to support myself and them, and that would just be all bad for everybody. When it comes to making goals, and when it comes to chasing our dreams, we have to be very, very smart. Because at the end of the day, the goal is always what? Say it with me, class, growth. You have to choose the decision that's going to facilitate the most growth without bringing the most regret. Like I said, there's always going to be sacrifices. There's always going to be something that you lose along the way as you're on your path. But you have to really, really, really mitigate the casualties when doing these things. And that was a number 2 big thing for me when thinking about AZ. I'm like, I can't afford to risk the things that I have right now. And that's okay. Because it doesn't mean that I'm never gonna go back. It doesn't mean that I'm never gonna get to go to new places or explore new things. Me staying here with the conveniences and luxuries actually opens up more doors for me, because I have people to rely on to help me with these things. And I understand I'm in a very fortunate situation. Being able to have my family around me to help me when I fall on hard times, not everybody has that. So sometimes, hell, you have nothing to lose, you might as well take that big jump. But as I was sitting here and I was reflecting on everything that I have, I literally said, you would be a damn fool to take all this for granted and not try to maximize your situation. You know, when we think about moving, we're always like, I want more out of life. I kept on saying this, I want more, I want more, I want more. How am I gonna get more if I can't even take full advantage? If, you know, you're squeezing a lemon and you only give it a little tap. I love tequila, so you know, when you squeeze the lime, you better squeeze the lime all the way and get all the juice out. I'm over here just tapping on Michigan. I'm over here tapping on the opportunities that I have in front of me. Why? Because in my head, I'm like, oh, this isn't for me, but it is. In my head, I'm like, this isn't for me, this isn't for me. Everything I need is there, making me blind to what's right in front of me. The lemons that I have to make lemonade. Sometimes the answer is right in front of you, and it doesn't come in the form that you want it to be in. And that's okay. That's just a part of life, you know what I mean? This was a really hard decision to come to. I've been up a lot of nights thinking about this. Well, I came to this decision like last month, and I lost a lot of sleep over it, lost a lot of energy, time. You know, it definitely stressed me out. But once I sat down and I was really honest, and like I said, I observed what was in front of me and thought in my head what I can do here, it motivated me, and it reignited a fire. And now, if anything, it gives me something better to work towards, because I'm giving myself more time. I've always felt like in my life, I've been in a rush. I've been in a rush in this race, in this chase of pursuit of something. And it's that pursuit of purpose, right? It's like, if you guys watch the movie Soul, spoiler warning. In the movie Soul, Joe, he's always had this grand dream of performing at in this jazz band, and he finally gets his big break. Dies, does all the shit that he needs to do to come back to life. And at the end of the movie, he goes, that's it. This is everything I've been working and dedicating my life to. Like, this is it. And I watched that movie twice now. And it resonated with me so much because that's the last thing I want to do. I've already lost time, you know, with people I love, with things that I enjoy, opportunities that I've turned down in the pursuit of that purpose, that now I don't want to do that anymore. I want to live in the present, take advantage of what's in front of me, and just live life. Enjoy it. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed this little food for thought, go ahead, hit that like button. Do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button. We are 14 subs away at the time of me recording this from 300 subs. If we get to 300 subs, I'll play a scary game on the channel. And I hate scary games. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for being my sounding board. You know, down in the comments below, talk to me. What's something that you've had a great realization, a big breakthrough, an epiphany of sorts, and a big change that's come to your life? I want to know. And without further ado, guys, I'm out of here. Have an amazing day, and thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.